August 15th, Sunday. A day passes since the events at the Miruku residence. I waste the day doing nothing until night arrives. Yesterday's events have completely drained me. It's Hazuki. Good morning, Light. Sorry I couldn't call before now. People from the agency have been haunting me like ghosts. So how's it going? Did you learn anything about Ami? Yeah, I know where she is, but I've got no clue how to get there. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. I didn't get telepathic powers yet, so could you try and explain in more detail? I tell Hazuki that Ami's been trapped in the realm of the dead. I include the events at the Miruku residence, too. Realm of the dead? That's right up my alley, but unfortunately I don't know how to get there. Sorry, but you're going to have to leave that up to a specialist. I've got no idea either. I just gotta trust in Bond and Rose. Waiting around is frustrating, though. Yeah, I know what you mean. The agency's watching me when I go out, and my family's watching when I'm at home. The only time I'm alone, the only time alone I get is when I'm in the bath or on the toilet. That's still going on, huh? I was one step short of a scandal, after all. I guess the agency covered it up, though. If I get a chance, I'll definitely get out. Don't be reckless. You're not going to stop me. Spirits are waiting out there for me, after all. Yeah, say whatever you want. By the way, Amanome, he's still sleeping. Both his body and mind are working normally, but he still won't wake up. If the coma is Kakuya's doing, then the doctors won't be able to do anything about it. Will Amanome wake up if I keep going after Kakuya? I just gotta trust that'll happen. That's all I can do to help. Okay, I've gotta go. They'll suspect me if I'm in the bathroom too long. Talk to you later, Light. Hazuki doesn't look like she's changed much. I only met her 3 weeks ago, but it feels like we've known each other for a lifetime. I wonder if I'll ever live a normal life again. I guess hearing Hazuki's voice has relaxed me. I'm suddenly sleepy. I might actually be able to sleep now. May as well lie down. A knock comes from over by my door. Go away. Don't make me grab the gun. Check the people. Looks like no one's there. What was that? Okay, we're negotiating this fist to face. I don't feel anyone nearby. Was I imagining things? Maybe I'm tired. And luckily I did not lock myself out. That would have been extremely awkward. Collapsing on the bed, I shut my eyes. I bet it's because I didn't get much sleep yesterday, but I find myself dozing off. That was a fast day. August 16th, Monday. At night, on my way home from the station, I hear the familiar sound of a flute. When I reach the underpass, the sound stops. A chilly breeze is blowing. We need to get you a phone. Good evening, mister. So, we meet again. Kakuya is happy. So happy. That's what she says, but her voice carries no emotion at all. You know, mister, I've gotten bored of Ami. What's that supposed to mean? All she ever says is that she wants to go home. And she's no good at war games or Cat's Cradle or playing jacks. She's no fun to play with. Even though her brother is super fun to play with. You little... How dare you! Keep playing with Kakuya. Forever and ever and ever. Damn it. I clench my fists in rage at how nonsensical and hopeless the situation is. But my arms won't move an inch, almost like they've been paralyzed. I thought of the next game already. It's the Killer Peach game. If you don't play, you'll disappear too, mister. And Ami will never come back. Kakuya melts into the darkness. Damn it. I've got no time to waste. I need to figure out what the realm of the dead is and get Ami out of there. On my way home, I contact Bon and Rose. I tell them about Killer Peach and ask them to look into it. We agree to meet at the Black Rabbit tomorrow night. Starting tomorrow, I'll be investigating another spirit. I better get some rest. Collapsing on the bed, I shut my eyes. Kakuya's new game has begun. Killer Peach. That's the next spirit I'm after. But I'm not just up against that spirit. In order to save Ami, I've got to do something about Kakuya, too. An even faster day. August 17th, Tuesday. During the day, I decide to head to the library, even though that's not really my thing. In the middle of everybody trying to study, I look up the Killer Peach in the Realm of the Dead. All I get to show for my work is a headache. That's what I get for trying to do something I'm bad at. I arrive at the Black Rabbit a bit ahead of time. Doesn't look like Aunt Natsumi's around. She said she'd look into the book by Yakumo Miroku that mentioned the Realm of the Dead, but has she figured something out? I zone out and watch TV until the meeting time. So today's guest is Love and Hero. They got their big break after doing a collab with a drama, and they've blown up in a big way. I guess this is some music program. So if you don't remember, this is another reference to Deathmark. I forgot the idol's name from that one, but yeah, her band was Love and Hero, which was coincidence of all things, but hey. A bunch of idols are dancing around dressed in colorful outfits, unlike Momo's gothic clothes. The pigtail girl in the center stands out. That's her name. Vocalist Ai Kashiwagi's put out a debut solo single that hit 1 million sales. She's truly a modern-day Cinderella. All eyes are watching her to see what she does next. This is so boring. I feel my eyes getting heavy and some yawns creeping up, so I quit watching. I casually glance around the bar I've now become so familiar with. That's right. I haven't looked over Aunt Natsumi's notes yet. She might have written something about the Killer Peach. I head to the bookshelves where her notes are kept. On the way, I notice something on top of a nearby desk. This is Kakuya's. The black postcard that Kakuya sends her victims. What's this postcard doing here? No way. Did Aunt Natsumi pick it up? I have to make sure. I frantically call her. Hello? I just got to your... Aunt Natsumi, listen to me. I found a black postcard on your desk. Where'd you find it? It was on the ground in front of the bar. I thought someone dropped it, so I picked it up just in case. Anyway, I need to tell you something, Hero. I figured it out. I know. Know what? You don't mean the Realm of the Dead? Yes, exactly. It's part of Miroku's Nakushi no Gi, the Realm of the Dead. If what is said in the book is true, Ami is... inside the mirror. Mirror? Normally I'd say how ridiculous that sounds, but after what I saw and what I've been through, the distorted structure of the Miroku residence, Rose said that curses or grudges can affect time and space. I can't deny the existence of a world in a mirror after having experienced something similar. I'm going to save Ami, so please hurry and join. And Natsumi? What is this? Hey, what's going on? She's trying to tell me something, but I'm having trouble trying to make it out. All I hear is her groaning in pain. The call disconnects. Just before it ends, I think I hear a hard sound, as if the phone fell to the floor. What the hell's going on? Something must have happened to Aunt Natsumi, but where is she? Calm down, Hero Light. I'll figure it out if I think it through. I try to remember everything she just told me. She said she figured out where Ami and the Realm of the Dead are, and that it's in the mirror. And to save Ami, she was trying to do something. She must have been close by the mirror that she thinks Ami's been trapped in, which means she's got to be at. Once I've got an idea, I rush out of the bar. Aunt Natsumi. I dart through the crowd in front of the station and sprint toward the underpass. It shouldn't be that far away, yet it feels like I'm running for miles. There are lights on in my apartment. I'm sure I locked the door, but... I gave Aunt Natsumi a spare key. Is she inside? I slowly turn the doorknob, quietly opening the door. No way. Aunt Natsumi has collapsed on the kitchen floor. Hey, hang in there! I try shaking her, but there's no reply. She has a pulse, but her eyes are lifeless. Saliva dribbles down her half-open mouth. Damn it, what happened? She doesn't have any visible injuries, but there are scratch marks on the floor like she clawed at it with her fingernails. She must have been in a lot of pain before fainting. Voices. I instinctively touch my face and neck, but nothing's there. Where is it coming from? It can't be. Sorry, Aunt Natsumi. I take off her clothes to confirm the terrible theory I've come up with. This is terrible. There are mouths all over her body. Why does she... It's obvious. It's because she was trying to save Ami. She kept trying to find Ami and she actually got close to the truth. Kakuya probably didn't like that, so she sent a black postcard and took her out. Damn it. She said Ami was in the mirror. Is Ami somewhere beyond here? But how do I save her? What was Natsumi trying to do? Are you there, Ami? Of course there's no reply. The only thing reflected in the dull mirror is my own face as usual. I call an ambulance for Aunt Natsumi. It arrives quickly and I get inside to ride along with her. A lot happened after that. I was asked a ton of questions at the hospital and Aunt Natsumi's parents were notified. It was late at night and I was now just getting home after finishing everything. I completely missed the meeting. Bon and Rose are probably pissed at me. I forgot my cell phone at home so I couldn't contact anyone. I've got to tell them what happened. Hey, Light. I hear a husky voice, and the next thing I know, that lady detective Ue appears. Sorry, but your apartment's off limits. Forensics team's working hard in there. Damn, what a pain. Where am I supposed to sleep? That's a good question. How about the bed at the police station? What, do you suspect me? Basically. We can't arrest you yet, but you're obviously a suspect. The victim was found collapsed in your apartment after all. Ami's case, the Kintoki case, and now your mom's case. There's way too much strange stuff going on around you for it to be coincidence. So I want to hear what's going on straight from the horse's mouth. Light, would you come with me? Got ourselves a pretty cool customer, eh? I think you'll want to reconsider that attitude. I'll just arrest Hazuki later. What'd you say? I've got proof that all of you broke into Yamato's shrine. Turns out there's a camera by the boat shack. Amanome tried to pull strings with the security company to hide it, but I pulled a few strings of my own and got it. It'd be no trouble at all to get a warrant. Apparently, Kaoru Hazuki is the idol Momo Kurose. If this went public, it'd be a huge scandal. Well, it's your call, sport. What are you gonna do? Fine. It'd be a pain to find somewhere to sleep at this hour. I'll go with you. Hurry up and get going, I'm tired. You've got a lot of nerve. We're gonna have a ball tonight, punk. I get into Ue's nearby car and she hauls me down to the Shinza police station. This whole thing seems like Ue's been digging into me on her own. What's she thinking? Why is she doing this? I'll find out tomorrow whether I want to or not. Next spirit is Killer Peach. Kakuya's getting tired of Ami. No time to waste. And Natsumi collapsed. Did Kakuya do this? Ami is inside the mirror. I heard Aunt Natsumi clearly. Nagoshi no Gi. Apparently Miroku wrote it. I spend the night in a cell. I feel like this is overkill for a minor like me, but she's worried I'll escape or destroy evidence. In other words, I've got my bad habits to blame. I finish off a not half-bad breakfast and wait for the questioning to begin, when suddenly it arrives. A whisper comes from somewhere. It's time for a tale. Let's go right now. Let's go. Off to slay the ogres. Forward. Keep going forward. Crush all the villains. The time limit to my death has begun ticking down. I gotta get out here and start chasing down the Killer Peach. Afternoon finally rolls around and Ue gets around to questioning me. Answer me. How long are you gonna stay quiet, huh? She asked my name and age, described how I found Aunt Natsumi, all stuff she should know already, so I don't really feel like saying anything. You didn't bring me here to ask me basic junk like that. Just get to what you want to ask already. I've got stuff to do. Oh, you do you? Alright, punk. Get ready for the real questions. She's got me on trespassing in Maruhashi's case. If I fill her out on everything, I'm just gonna end up stuck in here longer. If I want to get out of here and start making progress, I gotta choose my words carefully. So what should I do? I recall everything I know about Ue and her personality. Lying or avoiding the question won't work on her. She also seems oddly interested in the cases I'm involved with. I should keep that in mind as I talk. And I better be sure not to piss her off. Alright, answer this. Do you have any clue at all why Natsumi Light collapsed? Supernatural phenomenon. You think I'm an idiot? You think this is some kind of joke? Supernatural? That's nonsense. That's what she says, but I think I can see her smiling slightly. Alright, next question. You know I was investigating that case in Kintoki Town, yeah? Were you investigating that case too? Yeah, sure, whatever. I knew it. I don't think you killed Maruhashi, but you know something, don't ya? Ue looks me over in fascination. You're hiding something important, huh, Light? I am sure it wouldn't take all that much for me to bring all that into the light. I can easily extend your stay here if I feel like it. Either you fess up now or later, but you're not leaving till you come clean, got it? Dude, I'm just gonna break out. Oh, calling your shot. Tell me you're gonna escape right to my face. You've got some nerve. Ue yells at me. We're getting nowhere. That's enough for today. Maybe you'll change your mind if you've been cooped up in that cell for a bit longer. We'll pick this back up in 2 days. I can't wait that long. If she's really going to abandon me here for 2 days, the curse will kill me by then. Damn, is there anything I can do? Why would I need to make a deal? I'll just squeeze the info out of you. That won't work. You know how stubborn I am. Besides, you can't question me if I'm dead. Dead? What are you trying to pull? Just saying, I'll be dead in a couple days. I've been cursed. The heck? You had me going there, but I ain't falling for that curse mumbo-jumbo. Your mouth is saying one thing, but your eyes are deadly serious, Ue. If you've really been looking into Ami and Kubitaro, then you must have felt it. Some kind of supernatural presence. I'll make a deal with you. If you release me, I'll tell you everything you want to know about that world. But you gotta let me out now. Light? If you're lying, I swear I'll never forgive you. I'll throw you in juvie, you hear? Yeah, I don't care about that. I'll just break out anyway. The interrogation is over. Once that's done, I'm released from my cell. With the paperwork all sorted out, I exit the police station and take a train to Kisoji. By the way, if you want to do all the correct answers for some reason, the third choice is the second one. It's I think it actually is I don't know, or something like that. With the paperwork all sorted out, I exit the police station and take a train to Kisoji. The summer sun's shining even more brightly than usual. Now that I'm out of immediate danger, adrenaline wears off and all the exhaustion hits me at once. I wonder how Natsumi is doing. She's in stable condition. There's no immediate danger to her, so you don't gotta worry about that for now. Ue has been tagging along with me ever since I left the police station. Guess I should have expected that when I said I'd tell her everything I know, but I don't really feel comfortable having a police officer follow me everywhere. She's not conscious yet. Well, from what the docs told me, she's in a coma. A coma. Yeah. They give her a full checkup, brain and body, but can't figure out why, apparently. Just like Amanome. That black postcard. There's no doubt in my mind that Kakuya is behind it all. You want to go visit her? No, not right now. I've got something I gotta do first. Right. Yeah, let me give these back to you. Ue hands me my cell phone and bag. Why'd you have these? Obviously, I collected them from your house because they were evidence. Might not have logged them, though. So she swiped them without a warrant. That's a crime, isn't it? Don't be so bitter. After all, it's better for you that I found him and not the other cops. If they saw your contact history with Mitsuru Maruhashi, you'd still be in lockup. You should be grateful I hit him. What about the gun I was hiding in the closet? Well, good to see it doesn't bother you. Ue is apparently a pretty crooked cop. I'd rather be tailed by a crooked cop than by some hard-headed by-the-book jerk, though. If I'm gonna fill her on everything that's happened, I'll need to find some place quiet. I take Ue to the Black Rabbit. On the way over, I contact Bon and Rose. I get an earful of questions, but I just promise to fill in the blanks later. When we get to the Black Rabbit, I explain everything to Ue as we wait for Bon and Rose. Ami being kidnapped by some doll named Kakuya, Natsumi being cursed, the Urashima woman, Kubitaro of Kintoki, the screaming author, all the spirit encounters. Everyone who helped me, Seiji Amanome, Kaoru Hazuki, Mitsuru Maruhashi, Naomasa Bon, Rose Mulan. Thinking back on it all, a crazy amount of stuff has happened in just 3 weeks' time. It's a damn miracle I'm still alive. That's quite the tall tale. Can't say I believe all of it, but nothing contradicts any of the info I've got. It explains Ami's strange disappearance and all the inhumane events at Kintoki. It fits too well just to be made up. Which means it's true, basically. Spirits, though. Never would have thought weird stuff like that actually existed. Which might mean that case was a spirit's doing, too. What case? Just then, the bell above the door sounds. Hey, Light. I'm amazed you're still walking around after eating the crap they fed you at the station. Me too. I'm sure it was a good life experience. Bond's putting on a good show, but he was actually worried about you. He was reciting prayers and hasn't even gambled once since yesterday. No Masa Bond, the journalist, and Rose Mulan, the so-called magician, I see. I'm Ue from the Investigation Division. Nice to meet you. From what Light said on the phone, it sounds like you're interested in strange cases. Since when has your division handled stuff like that? Yeah, I'm sure that throws up some red flags. But once I tell you about the case, I'm sure it'll all make sense. It's like this. Rumors of Killer Peach. I'm sure you know Moontower, that building close to Shinza Station. That skyscraper lit up with a special design. Well, something weird's happening there. So this is the rumor achievement. It started a month ago in the dead of night, on one of the office floors in Moontower. This is just the account of an eyewitness. We'll call her Miss A for now. One day Miss A suddenly had some work come up and she had to stay late to finish it. When she finally got done with the stuff that got dropped on her, it was midnight. Obviously no one else was around at that time. Or at least that's what Miss A thought as she walked down the supposedly deserted hallway. But then she heard the sound of someone typing in a neighboring office. She couldn't hear anything else, and the sound of the keyboard echoed across the floor. Miss A felt bad for whoever it was and walked right on over to the door, but... Then she thought she heard a weird noise mixed in with the clacking of the keys. It sounded like bare feet walking on the floor. The odd noise started to bug her, so she listened closely. And it wasn't just her imagination, apparently. What's that noise? She asked herself as she peeked into the office. There she saw a guy sitting at a computer and a weird figure standing behind him. The face lit up by the glow of the monitor looked kinda like a monkey in the darkness. And it had a katana in its hand. It was so dark she wasn't quite clear, but it seemed like the figure noticed her. She was so scared she couldn't make a sound, and the guy was so focused on his work that he didn't notice. The figure walked up to the man as Miss A watched, swung its katana, and slashed quick as a flash. The next thing Miss A knew, the monkey-faced figure was gone, and all that was left was the man's corpse. Up to today, 4 people have already been killed. It hasn't made it onto the news yet, but some people know about it. The Sumi group's been putting the clamps on, though, so none of the details have gotten out. The Sumi group. They built Moontower, so they're obviously suppressing the news outlets to protect their image. One of Sumi's affiliate companies has a ton of offices in that building. The crimes occurred in one of their offices. I'm more curious about the monkey-headed katana jerk than the victims. You got any more info on it? That's the weird part. A bunch of people have seen a figure holding a katana, but none of their statements about the face match up. Some say it was a monkey, or a dog, or even a pheasant. A monkey, a dog, and a pheasant. That reminds me of the Momotaro fairy tale. I'm sure everyone else is thinking the same thing. That's why they gave the murderer the name Killer Peach. So if you don't know, Momo is the word for peach in Japanese. Momotaro being like a generic name for a boy. So Momotaro can sometimes be translated as Peach Boy. And there you go with the whole Killer Peach thing. Hey, hold up. That's the name Light said on the phone the other day. Yeah, the spirit that's part of the next game. From what you said, these spirits are like ghosts who attack humans, yeah? And they're born from strong grudges or regrets held by dead people. So this Killer Peach is one of them? Yeah, probably. All the spirits I've encountered so far have been like that. Huh. Ue's face clouds over for a second. It seems we know where to go next, but Moontower is protected by a top-of-the-line security system. It's going to be tough to get inside that place with just my tools. If we're really going to Moontower, I'll work something out. We've been issued a guest card key as part of the ongoing investigation. I'll go back to headquarters and borrow it. Borrow it? Sure, whatever. After the fourth death, the floor where all the killings happened was locked down, so we won't have to worry about running into employees. They didn't tape it off until 4 people died? That's pretty shameful. That ain't the police's fault, it's all Sumi. They refused to let us in. In fact, I only convinced them to shut down the whole floor just recently, so there haven't been any more victims lately, but... Sounds like you're hiding something. What's up? Sumi's put pressure on us, so we haven't been able to investigate the scene at all. They keep going on about corporate secrets, and they won't let us card off any company property. Like pencils and erasers are company secrets. So you got frustrated at the situation and took things into your own hands, huh? I like your style. By the way, what about the other floors? I doubt the whole building is off limits. Since the first death, the businesses in Moontower have cracked down on all overtime work. They said they cut power to the offices so there shouldn't be any employees around. That's almost considerate of them. Those cheapskates aren't being nice. They only did it after we chewed them out. They've technically agreed to cooperate, but it's really just an order from headquarters. Perfect. That's the power of the government for you. Don't underestimate the power of God. Though there's still one major problem. The place still has a security system with cameras and card key systems. Fear of God doesn't work on a machine. Man, the government's useless. If we sneak into Moontower and just get reported immediately, there'll be no point. Ue is with us, but this investigation isn't official. If we're caught, we're done for. So what do we do? That's our only option. What are you going on about, old man? Hey, Light. Just leave it up to me, alright? Can never tell what's going through your head. Bon, what are you plotting? I can't say that I'm comfortable with this. You just look forward to it. You still got time before night falls. I'll settle everything by then. He smiles confidently and puffs out his chest. He is pretty big to begin with, so it actually has the intended effect. But I'm a little short on funds. Hey, Light, lend me 30,000 yen, $300. Again? You haven't paid me back my $50 yet. I'll gladly pay back that money once my next manuscript payment comes in. Now fork it over. I reluctantly hand him $300. It's a cheap price to pay to get into Moontower. Thanks. Alright, I'm out of here. I should make it just in time for the last race. Hey, old man, what did you just... Bond leaves without answering. Can we really trust him? Don't ask me. It seems the die has already been cast. They say believers will be saved, so maybe we could all try praying. Though I must say that in this case, our savior seems even more unreliable than usual. Anyway, sounds like we'll be heading to Moontower tonight. Let's split up for now. I gotta get back to headquarters anyway. No objections from me. Well, see you later tonight. Yeah, sure. Rose and Ue exit the bar, leaving me all by myself. I can't go home even if I want to, because it's still treated as a crime scene. And even if I did go back, I still have no idea how I'm supposed to get Ami out of the mirror. Maybe I'll find the answer if I can beat the Killer Peach and keep chasing after Kakuya. Ue detained me, told her about the spirits, got the rumor about Killer Peach out of her, 4 salarymen butchered at Moontower, sightings of a human figure holding a peculiar katana, but a human isn't capable of performing those crimes. Monkey, dog, pheasant. Face different depending on witness. A few hours pass and it's now late at night, but Bon hasn't called yet. Damn it. This one's progressing really fast. Countless mouths surface and begin crudely laughing. It's almost the finale of the tale. One after the other, slay all the ogres, not missing one. Yo-ho, heave-ho, yo-ho, heave-ho. The curse is progressing faster than usual. Is this just Kakuya toying with me, or is there an actual reason for it? A storm of thoughts swirl around in my head. It's really irritating not being able to do anything but stand around and wait. It's Bon. Light, everything's ready on my end. Hurry to Shinza Station. Get to that one spot where there's a good view of Moontower. I'll see you there. Bon doesn't even let me get in a word before spitting out his message and hanging up. I contact Ue and Rose, then rush out of the Black Rabbit and head home. I grab my motorcycle at my apartment and zip off to Shinza Station. Interruption. Hey, Light. My, that was fast. How'd the Moontower thing go? Hold your horses, kid. I'll explain once everyone's here. We wait for a while, then Rose and Ue finally arrive. Bon, you gonna tell us what's going on yet? What exactly are you gonna do about Moontower's security system? I'm sure you already know this, but after your little display at the bar, we will accept nothing less than total success. It's about time. Get a load of this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. Suddenly, Moontower goes dark. It worked. Honestly, I was a bit worried. What? You did that? Yep, that's right. One of the Natsumi Group security companies is in charge of Moontower, but I bribed the guy in charge. Light's going out to signal that everything's ready. What? Why didn't you have him call you? Why have the signal be so obvious? Hey now, I paid 3 million yen for this. $30,000. If I'm blowing that kind of dough on a bribe, this is the least I could ask for. 3 million yen? You've got an awful lot of money for someone who's always asking me for cash. Well, when I hit you up for money, I was totally broke. I had an investment opportunity, though. Got a hot tip for the last race today. It was a nice little 100-to-1 payout. I invested the 30,000 I got from you and turned it into 3 million. Seriously? You're insane. You blockhead! 100-to-1 odds? What the hell? What was your plan if you lost? I had contingency plans. I had to sell a kidney or something to cover the funds, but I had options. Besides, I knew that I'd win. Really? You knew with odds like that? That's right, I remember now. He can never get ahead, but whenever he's down to his last bet, he finds a way to win. You could say that the only reason he gambles is for the rush he gets out of those victories. Talk about pointless. Quit complaining, I won, didn't I? And that's all that matters here, right? Come on, let's get moving. That bribe only bought us one night. Wait a second. That guy you bribed isn't going to betray us, is he? I don't trust anyone whose loyalties can be bought. Why do you have to overthink everything? What do you want to do about it? Thankfully, we have the luxury of numbers. Someone should go to the security room. Wait, where's the security room for that building? First floor of the basement, if I recall. The Sumi offices are in the upper part, so they're actually pretty spaced out. I propose that we split into an office investigation team and a security room team. Well, not a team per se. We probably only need one person in security, the rest can investigate. Light and Ue should definitely be on the investigation team. Light because he's Kakuya's target, and Ue knows a lot about Killer Peach. Putting it simply, either Bon or I will wait behind in the security room. You decide, Light. I know you guys want me to build the harem, so here we go. Got it. I will accompany you. Bon, you're in charge of the security room. Right, leave it to me. Oh, our friend in security told me that the cell phones don't work in the security room. So if you want to contact me, you gotta use the telephone in the hallway. That should let you contact the security room. When we finish talking, we head to the darkened Moon Tower. When we get to the building, Ue uses her card key and gets us into the back entrance. There's no sign of anyone in the dark elevator hall. It's so quiet you could hear a pin drop. Alright, let me tell you the plan for the investigation. I want to search the work areas of the 4 victims first. They're all men and employees of Sumi Group. Aside from that, they have nothing in common. The police investigation didn't really come up with anything useful. Is this because of a shadowy big corporation interfering with you? The victims have no previous offenses, so we can't just push forward with the investigation. We can probably assume that they were targeted by Killer Peach for a reason. At least that's what I'm thinking. So you want us to look into the stuff that didn't come up during the police investigation. You got that special power, yeah? Bloodmetry or whatever you call it? And besides, in cases like these, it's just way easier to search without the hassle of getting a warrant. Seems you're quite the hard worker. Well, if it's not a problem for the law, I don't have a problem with it either. But how are we supposed to investigate? I glance at all the elevators. I have no idea which elevator to take. We've identified where each victim worked. 2 on the 22nd and 2 on the 33rd. The 44th floor is the management. I'd like to look around there too if we can. Ue looks at the elevators on the left. Unfortunately, the special elevator that goes to that floor has a new fingerprint system. Only registered personnel can use it, so let's save that one for later. Alright, guess we'll head up then. I'm off to the security room then. Rose, don't run wild now. Bond takes the elevator to the basement. I need to hit the button to call the elevator. Went up the west side. I can faintly see my own shadow on the metal wall. We took care of it already, but it still feels uncomfortable with the security cameras there. According to the control panel, it only stops at each office level on the roof at night. It has the 22nd and the 33rd floor, right? Which one should we go to first? How about the 22nd floor? It's probably best to go in order. Gotcha. Which floor will you go to? This place is big. The floor must be past the aisle through that door. Hey, Ue? Overtime has been banned, so nobody's supposed to be here, right? Yeah, that's right. Plus this floor is closed off even during the day since it's the scene of a murder and all. What about it? I see a figure beyond that door there. Where? I don't see anything. It was just there. You're probably just seeing things. There's no time to waste jumping in shadows. Come on, let's get looking. I'm not really seeing much of anything to interact with here. Okay, there's one thing. Only a section of the lights are on. Looks like it's set up so a minimum number of lights turn on for midnight. The door opens on the 22nd floor. I can see a bunch of different doors. There are offices in here. Let's split up and look around. I'll look further and you two take the office straight ahead. Before I forget, take this. Obtain card key. It's a guest card key for our investigation. It'll get you into the offices. I think the report said the victims who worked on the 22nd floor were Senior Staff Takada and General Manager Shima. Just those two. Try to find their desks first. Once we're done looking, we'll meet back here. Well, shall we be off too? Yeah. That's... In front of the office is a phone for contacting people within the building. At the very end of the short dial is a label that says security room. This has got to be the telephone Bond was talking about. Looks like this is what we used to reach Bond from here. Yeah, let's call if we need to.